This is my beaded keyboard. I use it to play video games such as Minecraft or World of Warcraft. I use the bumps to help guide my fingers on where to place them when I look away from the computer and may find myself staring at long periods at the screen during maybe a heated battle or when I'm focusing on a target as closely as I can rely on feel of the bumps on the keyboard for placing my fingers properly throughout the movements. The main one is where I put my ring finger on the W. Yes, it covers the letter up, but I've been typing for a few years now and remember where I normally type for the W. Sometimes it's a guess, maybe if I forget, but the auto spell correct thing really helps out a lot. So even if I may miss the W, it'll get corrected in typing anyway, so it's not a big concern. But across the top row, for say Minecraft, when I want to choose an item, you got 1 through 9. So I chose the odds, so that each odd number would have a little bump. Put a bigger bump on the 7 just so I know I'm a little further from 1. And then the N number here. So I could just kind of feel. I go 1, 3. If I decide to count, normally it's just kind of a feel and touch and just kind of see what comes up on the screen thing. And as I slide across, I run into the bump. It stops me, and then I can hit it. It's a little easier to find the right button if you don't have to raise your hand off the keyboard very high, and you don't have to play that guessing game of where the button would be without this little bump. Like, oh, I keep this bare because I don't use it. So it's like, oh, which one is it? If I'm looking up, my hand's moving constantly as I'm playing a video game. I don't feel the bump. I could take a wrong guess, but for the normal bumps here, slide across, boom, I hit it. And this is the big one. This is the biggest bump for this general area. So I know that's for forward movement, W. And I always find it funny when people type in chat on, say, World of Warcraft, you see like several W's, and you're like, what's their problem? But they made a mistake. They may have hit talk and then wanted to move, like with their short attention span, and then hit enter just because they're wondering what the problem is, and see a bunch of W's. It's just little funny things that happen in World of Warcraft. But the side movements are here. I keep Q for release for throwing my inventory away. And I know that I've been making mistakes on another keyboard that doesn't have this bump. I hit Q to throw away my item instead of moving forward. And that can suck if you're in battle. So yeah, this is majority. Oh, and then also the bottom arrows. These, just so I know where the center is always. Sometimes I could think I put my finger and think that this is a center, only feeling that. But with this bump, it helps. And you can see they raise up a fair amount. So that's that.